Consciously bring your intention to meditate. Bring a sense of presence by being aware of the sensations in the body, seeking comfort and stability. By using the breath, seeking stillness and joy, and eventually arriving at a sense of clarity and radiance. Within this space, where there is a palpable sense of stillness and joy, a palpable sense of clarity and radiance, gently bring your attention to the space in front of you at the level of your eyebrows. Keep your attention there until you begin to feel a palpable physical sensation in the forehead. Whatever that sensation may be for you, pressure or heat, acknowledge it as a sign of your natural ability to focus, to direct, and hold your attention. And in that same space, begin to feel the presence of your ideal self, shining gloriously. Your ideal self who loves perfectly. And bring the brightness, that bright ideal self, to the crown of your head. Feel its presence above your head. And bring that ideal self into your heart. And there it merges with that soft feeling in your heart, causing that soft feeling to become softer and softer. And that softness is beginning to radiate light, becoming brighter and brighter. In that space, see yourself surrounded by all your past selves around you, clearly present. And from that softness within your heart, rays of light goes out to each one of these past selves. And as the light hit each one of these past selves, you can't help but see their beauty. And seeing their beauty gives you such joy. The self of yesterday, the self when you were just a toddler, the self when you were a baby, the self when you were learning how to speak, the self just learning about self. All these selves are touched by this light. If there's a particular self you feel drawn to stay longer with, you stay longer with that self. As the light streaming from your heart continues to reveal the beauty of that self. Not that there is a quality that is beautiful, but the whole of that self is beautiful. And the joy of seeing its beauty. And as that joy continues to grow within you, that softness in your heart continues to grow. And the clarity in your mind becomes clearer. And there's this natural wish emanating from your heart, wishing each one of these selves to be happy. And wishing them to be happy gives you even more joy. And that softness becomes softer. And you feel a deep sense of connection. And this deep sense of connection gives you even more joy. Let your mind soak in the joys, the joy of seeing the beauty of your past selves, especially that one and that one. The joy of wanting them to be happy. The joy of feeling that deep sense of connection to them. Each one of them. And you extend space. You make space for them. Space where they can feel fully accepted by you. The space where they can feel the freedom to be vulnerable to you. Where they don't need to hide any part of themselves to you. And as you extend that space of fully accepting, it gives you even more joy. As your mind becomes clearer, brighter, the joy continues to enhance. The joy of seeing their beauty. The joy of wanting each one of them to truly be happy. The joy of that softness and that deep connection. And the joy of that space of fully accepting. And see in their hearts a softness also growing, radiating light also, where each one of the past selves, through you seeing their beauty, they see their beauty. It gives them such joy. And you acknowledging that they are seeing their beauty, what joy that gives you. Especially this one and that one. The light within them not only allows them to see their own beauty, but it makes them want their own selves to be happy, to be truly happy. And this gives them joy. Seeing them in this joy enhances your joy. Let yourself soak in the joys, the joy of seeing beauty, the joy of them acknowledging their beauty, the joy of wanting them to be happy, the joy of them wanting themselves to be happy. Yes, especially that one. And that one. The joy of that softness, the joy of that deep connection, the joy of that space, fully accepting. And through that freedom, they extend that freedom to themselves, fully accepting themselves, fully being free to be vulnerable to themselves, and the joy it gives them, especially this one, and the joy you feel seeing them fully accepting themselves. And your mind becomes clearer. Your whole being goes deeper into tranquility. Your mind brighter and brighter. The overall joy more and more ecstatic. And due to that clarity, you begin to notice the expression on each one of those eyes looking up at you. And you acknowledge that's the expressions of eyes that see beauty. And they're looking at you. Such joy in seeing you. And the joy that gives you all your past selves seeing your beauty. All your past selves wanting you to be happy. The joy. What joy. They acknowledge the deep connection to you. And that gives them joy to be connected to you. That softness becoming softer, softer. And the joy emanating from that softness. And now you feel the space being extended to you. The space of full acceptance. Each one of them make space for you. They fully accept you as you are. And you feel the freedom to be vulnerable to each one of them. the joy of that freedom, not needing to hide any part of you. It gives them joy to extend that space to you. And it gives you such joy to have that space extended to you. And that softness, so soft, glowing brightly, radiantly with joy, the joy of loving, the joy of being loved.